This is number 3 in the Painting from Home series. I had a request, and the request was to show about how to use the brush. Now this is the only brush you get to use. The beauty of this brush is it does everything. But you have to hold it the right way. So I want to show you first of all what we're talking about. First of all, if I get my camera operator to zoom in on the brush itself. Okay, that is the brush we're using. Now, it is a large brush if you just consider the tip of it. It is a large brush if you hold it like a normal artist would hold a brush, which is like a pen. What I want you to do is hold it like a sword instead. And the only part of the brush I want you to use is this part. So I'll show you what that means. While we're doing this, I'm also going to give you a demonstration of mixing colors on the canvas. So when you're using the brush like this, first of all, if you can zoom out a little bit there, fella.
As far as out. As far as out.
Okay, I'm going to get some water, just to wet the brush a little bit. Holding it like this, this is how we're going to pick up the color. Now you pick it up, again, using that corner of the brush. Pick it up, use that corner of the brush to put it on the canvas. Notice the angle of the brush to the canvas. Never from the tip, always from the side. So what we're going to do is put a little bit of this color on. Now I want you to consider mixing your colors on the canvas. In other words, grab the color you want to add to that and put it there. Grab the next color you want to add to that and put it there. And make the color appear on the canvas, because this is the only place where it counts. It doesn't matter what color it is on your palette. It matters what color it is on the canvas. Now, for those of you who wanted to take my color mixing class, and that was canceled recently, this is where, if you have watched the Beau Lotto video, context is everything. What I mean by color mixing is color mixing compared to what's next to it. So what this color is and what this color is aren't necessarily going to be identical. Don't try and make them identical. Make this color as light as it needs to be for the color next to it, or as relative as it needs to be for the color next to it. Because there's no way you're going to match exactly that color. And the harder you try, the more you lose track of how it works with everything else. So as we put the colors on, again, picking it up with that edge, like that, picking up more, you can pick up a few colors at once, but you notice how little there is at the moment. And you put it on, and if it's not right, make it right on the canvas. Don't mess around on the palette. Pick up the colors you need to make it right on the canvas. And make it a little bit yellower. And just scrub it. The beauty of this brush, and I'm going to say it a number of times throughout these presentations, the beauty of this brush is that it is an applicator. I don't want you to consider brush strokes. It's not about pretty brush strokes. All the other artist brushes are about brush strokes because they're all about the size of the tip. This is about applying paint in whatever way you need to apply paint. So I want you to be able to get it on. Notice I just grabbed some dark red and scrubbed it into what was there. I'm going to add a little bit of light red and scrub it into what's there as well. I'm going to add a little bit more yellow and scrub it into what's there. And now I've got the color I want. I didn't need to mix a puddle. I grabbed the components and create it right here on the canvas, like that. Now I'm going to show you in another video later on about relativity of color. You don't have to be perfect right now. This is really important. You don't have to be perfect right now. This isn't exactly that color, but it's really close. Also, always use the brush this way, because this is the only way you can actually control it. I've shown you large sections. I want to show you a really quick area of us doing a small line with this. A little bit of water just to make it smooth. You can put the water into the paint on the canvas, or on the palette, I'm sorry, on the palette. You can do a quick mix if you wish, a tiny little mix of color. A little bit of paint is on the edge. Okay? Always holding it this way, so that I'm always painting it this way, but I can move the handle around so the attack on the canvas is from different angles. So I can hold it like this and I can go that way and put a tiny little line. Now, can I get my cameraman to zoom in on this part of the canvas, please? Okay, right in here, I can make a tiny little line, just like that, with this brush. If I need to make it bigger, I can make it bigger, just like that. I don't need to pick up another brush. I can also blend it out. I can move it around. This is the biggest trick to do with this brush, is a push-pull. When you're at that angle to the canvas, you can push-pull, and the bristles work for you. Okay, I could go on and on and on, but I don't want to because I'll bore you in this particular video, because I'm going to show you more details later. So, that's it for this one. I want to thank you for viewing these. I'm going to just keep them coming until we're all back together. So, thank you, and see you next time.